Hi everyone, Chef Kimmy-kun here. Alright, so this is going to be the blog of all blogs. Jeez, what's happened to me this week? Or just my family in general. Alright, so on Monday, my mom and I, this is last week, my mom and I went out, did our errands, got stuff done, came home. She kept her shoes on. I always take my shoes off because I wear sandals. I live in California. I can wear sandals year round and be fine. Um, so I took off my sandals, followed her into the kitchen, and stepped on a wet spot in the carpet right before my kitchen. We have a threshold, just a little walkway, um, that's framed like in an archway kind of a way, and I walked right through that threshold, stepped in a puddle of water on the carpet side, not the linoleum kitchen side. It was right in our dining room. And I turn around and I look down, and where I stepped, we have a little rug that goes over the threshold from the dining room to the kitchen. And I noticed where mom stepped and where I stepped now has a divot about this big of just solid wet. And I'm like, that's not good. I moved the rug, I'm feeling around everywhere, and it's a wet, 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 and it goes all the way to the wall. We keep our reusable grocery store bags like right by the kitchen and dining room. So I move those and I see it. There's a watermark on the corner of the wall. And I'm just like, no, we have another leak. Our house is getting old and it keeps getting leaks. And it gets really annoying because it's like we just fixed that particular one less than 3 years ago. Like, seriously. And I'm like, we're having a leak in this spot again. So I announce it to my mom. I go upstairs on the landing. I check. Be like, is there water here where the last leak was? That's where I found it last time, on the halfway point of our stairs. But no, that was dry. So it was just behind the fridge / under the stairs. Because basically, here's the wall. On this side is the kitchen. And on this side are the stairs. And underneath the landings on the stairs, there's a cavity where the pipes are actually exposed within the wall, which makes it easier to fix. I'll tell you what, that makes it a lot easier, but it's still annoying, just the fact that there's another leak there. So my mom calls immediately to the company that we usually use to fix it. I'll give them a shout out to Roto-Rooter. Always happy with their work. So she calls them. They send a guy out. It took them like 2 hours to get there because it was very short notice, and it was like 4:30 when we found it. They didn't get there till about 7. But my mom and I realized, oh shoot, we have to clean out our closet. So we cleaned out the closet so he'd be able to get to under the stairs, because that's the easiest way to get to it. There isn't a door or anything. It's literally just drywall that the closet basically is under the stairs, under the top highest part of the stairs. And there's just drywall there. So when the guy finally got there, I show him where the water is. He pulls our fridge out, cuts the tiniest little hole, like literally the hole's like that big, behind the fridge to see if he can hear any of the water. He doesn't, and he can't see anything because he didn't want to cut a giant hole behind the fridge. So he goes, is there another way in? I'm like, in the closet. So he cuts a hole big enough for him to go in, to like crawl through, goes in there. I can see after he goes in there that there's water all over the foundation that's in there. And I'm like, great, there's a lot of water. And he goes, there's some water, but there is no leak in here. What? And he goes, I think the leak is underground. And I'm like, no. That means that they have to jackhammer up the floor to even get to where the leak is to fix. So he tells us, I have to shut your water off. I'll be back at 8 in the morning and we can figure it out. I'll have to drill a hole into your foundation to find it. We're like, okay, do what you have to do. I mean, we can't be like, no, this is messed up. You can't do that, blah, blah, blah. No, we have to let him do what he needs to do to be able to find it and fix it. I mean, we understand that, So we let him in there, turn on my light. Mom and I ended up staying overnight in a hotel just so that the water was off, so that no more leaks were happening and everything. And I didn't sleep. I have insomnia, as I've said before, and I didn't sleep that whole night. Like, I think I saw 5:30 before I went to sleep, and my alarm went off at 7 because we needed to get home, get things covered up, because the plumber had warned us that his drilling would cause, or jackhammering would cause dust because the cement particles and everything like that. And yeah, it was just, ugh. So I got an hour and a half of sleep. When we got back home by 7:30, we noticed he's already there. He was waiting on us. I think he said he got there at 7, even though he said 8. And he goes, I'm more than willing to wait till 8 to start anything, because that's what I told you. And so we agreed to that, and he started at 8 after we got everything covered, and he jackhammered our kitchen right under where our fridge is. And he made this, like, probably 9-inch by 9-inch square hole in the ground, and he starts trying to find the leak, because that's basically right where the water was coming up, just on the other side. So he figured, no, this is where it's going to be. It'll be close to here. No. He couldn't find the leak there, so he ends up calling for backup, because he didn't want to just completely jackhammer up our entire kitchen. He wanted to call someone who's better at finding underground leaks than he is, which he warned us the night before that that's not his strong suit, so we understood, and we would much rather have someone who is better at that particular part of the job come out. Honestly, we didn't want our entire kitchen torn up. Excuse me. So he calls somebody. This was about 9. They didn't show up till about 11:30. I was very annoyed at that, and so was Mom, but it is what it is. They probably were on another job. Understandable, but it's still highly annoying. And again, I'm on an hour and a half sleep, and at this point I've had a cup of coffee and a Monster, and I'm still falling asleep. Like, the caffeine was doing nothing for me. So, got people here. This is all on Tuesday, by the way. Got the guys there. They're listening, trying to find it. They ran water through the pipe, or water and air through the pipes, so that they can see if they can hear the bubbles under the foundation. If they could pinpoint where the bubbles were coming out of, then they would know, oh, that's where the leak is. So, doing that, nothing. They make the hole bigger. It's probably something like 18 inches by 9 inches now. It's a rectangle, not a square anymore. Still couldn't find the leak. Listening, trying, doing their best. They finally admit we have to jackhammer another hole on the other side of the kitchen. Do what you have to do. So they did. They jackhammered probably a good square, like a 12 by 12 square, in front of where our microwave is, on the other side of the kitchen. Open that up, still can't find the leak. So they're like, you know what? We're going to use soft copper. We're going to just completely replace that pipe, and the leak will be fixed at that point, because it's somewhere on your cold line. So we're just going to replace all of the cold. And so they did that. They threaded the new soft copper pipe through, welded it all shut, causing, of course, the smoke alarm to go off a couple times, because our smoke alarm is very sensitive. And yeah, but they got it done. They got the leak fixed, and then on the Wednesday, they came and, or the first plumber came and repaved the cement going over there. And he goes, don't touch it for a couple days, let it dry. And of course it was raining and cold, so the cement didn't really set up very quickly at all. But since then, we've had, bad sediment in our water, and we keep losing water pressure in our kitchen on the cold and hot side. And so we have to constantly take the um, sink apart, or just the nozzle where the water comes out. We have to take that apart so that we can get any of the sediment that's been building up in there, causing our water pressure to go down, out. And like all this stuff. And my brother came over last night, Christmas night. I'm filming this early because the rest of my week is going to be busy. Just warning you. But my brother came over, and I had him look at the hole that's basically in the middle of our kitchen, and he goes, "You're going to have to call them to come back out here." And I realized it too once it dried and I ran my hand over the cement. The plumber didn't lay it evenly. There's no way we could get new linoleum or anything on that floor because he didn't lay it properly. It's all jagged and bumpy and higher than it should be. Like, literally, they have to come out and repave the cement or send someone on their dime to repave our cement because he did it wrong. It's not our responsibility. It's just, and that was only 3 days. 3 days. I couldn't believe it. Like, I really, like, I'm not mad at the company that, I'm not mad at the plumber. I'm annoyed because it wasn't done properly. And, like, all of the plumbing aspect of it, yes. And I get it. He's not a general contractor. He probably doesn't play cement all the time. But you can obviously see that it was done wrong. Like, anyone like me, I don't know how to pave cement, but I can look at it and be like, that was done wrong. I don't know. It's really annoying, but you know what? We have our water fixed. There's no more leaks, so I'm extremely happy about that. But on the other hand, it's just slightly annoying that we're not done. Like, we were hoping a couple weeks after Christmas, we'd call a company to come out, like, come show us samples of new linoleum or something like that for the kitchen and be like, yeah, let's get this done. Let's have fun. Let's finally start the remodel that we've been dying to do. But no, it's going to take longer because now we have to get the holes re-jackhammered up and paved with a finer grade cement and all this stuff. It's never ending, but you know what? I'm as annoyed as I am, I'm also going to take it as this is a fun new step. This is a new challenge. It'll be fun. It'll be fine. So that's basically been my week besides, Christmas. I got my grandmother on Friday last week. Yeah, Friday last week, and we got a honey-baked ham. Shout out to that company. They make fantastic food. Got a honey-baked ham, had ham all weekend, went over to my brother's and might go see my brother and my sister-in-law and their 2 children, and had so much fun over there, wrapped presents, and I got basically everything I wanted this year, and it was awesome. I got a Keurig coffee machine, so happy about that, because Mom had bought me a new coffee pot a couple years ago. It was a Mr. Coffee. Not very happy with it. It broke within 6 months of buying it. It stopped sucking any water out. That was annoying. And what else? And so last year she bought me a new French press because that was the only way I could make my coffee. I was very happy with that. Still very happy with that. But now I have a Keurig. So my mom got me the Keurig. My nieces got me a box of like 46 K-Cups. So many flavors. And I'm like, okay. And then my brother and sister-in-law got me, what did they get me? They got me the do-it-yourself K-Cup. So I'm set. I'm good. But yeah, so it was a great Christmas. Despite everything that happened previously in the week, we had a really great Christmas this year. And I'm very happy about that. Because the previous year, last year, it was very hard. Because that was when my dad died. He died like a couple weeks before Christmas. And last year, it was very hard to try to even want to celebrate. to want to do anything. So last year Christmas really felt tainted, and as much as I don't like saying it because I miss my dad, he kind of ruined it last year. Not that it was his choice, he didn't like kill himself or anything, it was just apparently his time. But it was kind of ruined last year, but this year it was great. It was a great, great Christmas. And as much as I wish he was here, I know wherever he is, he's watching us and glad that we're becoming happy. You know, I really think that. But, yeah. The holidays are going to get easier. Time will pass. And, you know, we'll all see each other again one day. That's how it works. At least that's my belief of how it works. Alright, so I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas, and I hope everyone has a very safe New Year's. And, yeah, that's really all I have to say. I had a very, very long week. I summed it up in about 15 minutes. But, yeah, if you like this and you want to see more of these types of videos, please hit that like and subscribe button, and even the bell notification if you're subscribed, so that, you know, you'll know when I put a new video up. Alright, so I will talk to all of you later. Thank you so, so much for watching and joining me and hearing my rant about plumbing issues. And yeah, thanks guys. I will talk to you guys later. Alright, bye-bye.